Patch? Yeah, we got a little bit of a balance patch. Nothing crazy. Basically, just ETC got a big buff and everybody else got armor shifts. Just a hot fix. We had negative 20C tonight. That's negative 20 cold, dude. That ain't fun. I'd stay inside. Yo, Tuma claiming the first. Do people claim first before stream or what? Yeah, there's a fair chunk of usually 2 to 3 or 4 people that will say something before the stream starts. I think you guys all know what time I start, so like people pop in a few minutes before at times. Usually like 2:45 or later, local. The next half hour, there's a couple comments. And there's about 5 to 10 actual non-bot lurkers that will pop in during that time period too. I see you lurkers. You guys are you good peoples. You good peoples. I think people just put it on in the background, then when the noise starts, you know, the stream starts up, and they know to switch over. Would y'all look at that? It's a very respectable 24 or 20 or 72. Can't read. 24 is what I read. Basically the same numbers. Fahrenheit here at the moment. Yeah, I mean, like where I am, it's like it's nice. I can leave the window open all day. Here, dog. Hear me. Hey, what's up? Dog looking out the window. Me chilling in the brightness. The happy, nice day. You beat me at 71 here? Rip, dude. Now you're in the cold and he's in the warm. Rip, 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 rip. But yeah, we got ourselves a little bit of a patch. We got ourselves a little bit of a shift here in balance. Nothing crazy. I don't think it's going to make a major difference. Make ETC a little more playable. What exactly were the buddies that were removed? One of them was Lich Baz. The other two were Barov and George. Lord Barov and George. Lord Barov had a small amount of value because, you know, coins. And George had a small amount of value because you can have Divine Shield minions on the board. We actually made this joke when we were playing ETC yesterday. That we could play George Buddy had we had any Divine Shields in the shop. Or on our board. Because then you could push your button for 4 cost and buff up those Divine Shield minions. Got all the way up to 4th is ETC, huge buff. Yeah, it's a change. It's something. I think it'll move him from being like a 5.2 average hero. He's literally the worst average hero at high MMR right now. Out of all heroes that have been chosen to be played, a representative amount of samples. So, like, you know, he's not actually the worst. There's other heroes that are trash that everyone identifies as trash that nobody plays. But of all the heroes that have been played, he has the lowest average. 5.2 average placement. That is really, really low. We don't typically have things that are too far down into the 5s. This will probably pull him up to like a 4.8, you know, bad still, but much less bad. Remember that time we had Flurgle as a 5.6 and they like overhauled his hero power and everyone's like, cool, it's going to be a buff. And he moved from like 5.6 to 5.2. It was like, oh yeah, he's still the worst, but not by a small margin now, not instead of a huge margin. Woo, Flurgle buffs. Oh shit, man. Hello, Bover. Present for my meme fix. Yes, we gotta do Sneed's memes now. Yo, what's up, Jakirik? What's good? But also much more toxic. Were we talking about the Flurgles? We're talking about the ETCs? Surviving ETC boards are scary. Yeah. Agreed. Then again, I don't know. Part of the environment, part of the audience, part of the Hearthstone Battlegrounds player base will agree and other people won't. But I've taken a very buddies as a mini game appeal or approach to the stream right now. I'm perfectly happy with things just, you know, shit hitting the fan, balance being all out of whack, just so we have something to play until the next event. And then we can care about the game. Right now, it's just fun to do silly shit. If we win games, we lose games, we gain points, we lose points, whatever. I don't give one flying fuck at this point. I'm just going to do meme builds and fun builds. Jiraxis! We actually got scammed out of this game. We almost won with Jiraxis. Remember how late we got this Urzul? We almost got there off of just a giant Urzul that we got on like turn 11. Oh, so close. Reborn Jakirik over here. Pretty damn good at feeding Urzuls. This was a one turn scaling, right? One turn scaling Azul. Never found this in gold. We did find 4 copies over the course of the game, but I used it for tempo as we were on death's door the entire time. Madge. Happy this fucking game. There you go, Jakir. ETC boards. Why not? And we had triple golden Akazam, buddy. Wasn't great. We proceeded to get both Mantids got taunt as their only thing, and they got killed on the first 2 hits. And then we just had this left. Oh, shit. We were 70% favored in that final fight, I believe. Oh, wait, no, that was this one. This one was 70% favored on the final fight. This one was, you know, Akazam's rep odds are always off. What a shitty set of last games yesterday. Just funny ones. Nothing crazy. No dubs. Our dubs came early in the stream. But yeah, we had a rough day yesterday RNG-wise. Absolutely obliterated by like 1%, 3%, 8%, a 15%. Had like, over the course of 6 games, basically got scammed out of 4 of them. Oh well. What do they classify as high MMR? No clue. If they announce it, we'll let you know. But as far, or to my knowledge, and I think that's now Jakirik confirming as well, to my knowledge, they have not said anything that gives us that information. Yo, Draish, thank you for the 11 months, dude. Gotta make sure I circle back. Appreciate the love, man. Fix an issue of a general performance upgrade finally took you long enough. They could put that in every single patch, and people would be like, yay, but we don't know if they actually fix the thing that you're looking to have fix. Yay, performance is better. I mean, you could see it with APM Pirates yesterday. Turning off the game and restarting it increased our animation speed by like double. We were definitely getting some performance decay gradually over time. I asked and got a very well-written dodging of my question. Probably makes people feel bad if they're not in the category of high MMR. Then again, we should be able to decode this because we have breakpoints here. Approximately 8K or approximately 7K. Like, look at Cthulhu's armor or whatever, which is split. Maybe we could figure it out. It's you're ripping bongs while working on your MMR. Okay, yeah, okay. I mean, that's one method to improve or lack thereof improvement. Do we like the Toggy Boy with 1 economy unit? Eesh. Eesh. I like Cookie. Cookie's fun. Toggy Boy can be fun, but there's just no economy here. And 3-on-3 isn't even that great. Tribes that are out. No Naga, no Demon, no Mech. It is what it is. We'll figure it out. Yeah, performance upgrades can mean absolutely anything. I do like the Discovery in 3 with Quillbore with Sunbacon or Razorfin. I don't hate either of them. I also don't hate 2-on-2 lines in this game. Gold for Sous Chef actually does matter. Let's try it. I haven't played much of a lower curve. Cookie. But rushing down Buddy 1 turn earlier may be better than going 3-on-3. When you get a good opener. Like Thorn Captain seems like a reasonable card to play to stay down. What we got, Bran? 1 undead. Should be a decent matchup then. Could just take Tavern Tipper. Not really that tied to that. Nah. I don't think we care about Swabby. I think we just use the gold off of Sunbacon. We discover on 2. Then we can discover 3-4 as we go up. Is it better to golden Mutinous Buddy or not? No. Almost never. At least that's my current working argument. The argument of a golden buddy is a 5 times multiplier of a big minion. There may be some niche scenario where that's better than taking it 3 times and then multiplying it times 3 times 3, potentially. Obviously, 3 times 3 times 3 is the pipe dream. But getting a double proc just by using anything to spit onto the second round of buddies and then multiplying times 3 again just ends up better. So, like, you get online quicker and your potential is better. Both of those are, you know, good. We like that. I don't hate the dragon. I don't hate the Murloc either. Because we have the Tad out here. We could just stay on 2 with the Tad out. These aren't Tad. I want to go get Buddy next turn. Alright, well, I don't think I'm losing turn 3 board with this. Don't really have to use the blood gems. One time I found it's best if you to golden it is if you messed up early and you're spitting your first buddy fast enough to spit everything around again. Yeah, kind of. There's going to be a niche place where it's the only viable line that you have, but most of the time you're not going to try to do that. Nodders. With you on that one. Bro, it's gold. We couldn't be richer. If we get Buddy this turn, then next turn we can get a discovery. And the turn after we can get a discovery. So we can go 3, get a 3, then go 4 and get a 4. If we don't, we get a discovery into a 3 next turn. Okay. Should still be fine to win the round like this. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. We always have the Patient Scout Gold backup. We're going to take 3 into 4, and then 1 turn on 4 type of thing. It's kind of a tough round to gauge, because you did triple into a 3. Typically, tripling into 3 doesn't make you that much stronger for that combat. Because you're taking 3 copies of a 1-star, usually, and turning that into a 3-star. Just buying up good 2-stars has about the same amount of power. Yes, there's some things that you can hit on 3 that are pretty massive. That was not one of them. Not for this combat, at least. Okay. Well, I don't really want dragons. Yeah, that one's pretty good. Or so I've heard. Reno got Buddy! Or so I've heard. Do we need to use gold? Or use gems? Cycle 2 stars for a chance at blood gems. What? What do you want to do? You want to sell Gambler or whatever? I'd like to have a gold at a later point in the game. Then try to get slightly stronger for the mid-turns against things that we should be favored against anyway. Magic or Galley? Yeah, with that opening board, or that 2-star board? That was nasty. Okay, it's all going to come down to Ghoul the Feast getting sniped. If this thing gets 1 proc, we are strong. Armored Empire? I see. Yeah, it's about as poorly as that could possibly go. That was, like, exactly the wrong hits. I don't think those odds are right. But those were exactly the wrong hits. That could not possibly go worse. Alright, Bob. Let's see how it is. I do. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for being a dick. Alright, well. Yeah, I don't care much about this right now. Oomba. I like both of you. How do I do this? I like all of you, to be honest. Like all three of these. But this seems way better. At this stage of the game. Mm-hmm. 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 It's fine. Attack-wise, I'm not too concerned with the Ghoul of the Feast right here. Callie. Yeah. Turn 6 Guffed. What else is new? Nah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. At least we killed the Callie. Could be a lot worse, considering, you know, we gotten Renode on turn 5 with a, you know, bad combat RNG, and then turn 6 Guff. We could drop a lot of health in this scenario very quickly. Ideally, we'd level. Alright, I think we level. Bone Mare's pretty solid. Duo's pretty solid. So how long does it take for Duo to outpace Bone Mare? Not that long. Okay, so we could go to 6 immediately. Let's say we go to 6 immediately. We just hero power twice again. We discover into whatever. We could also just use the Golden Buddy. We don't need to use the Golden Buddy next turn, because we'll still get the Discover, then we could use it the turn after, and then get like the 3 times on that one, and get to the next Discover again. Mm-hmm. Could be better, bro. I'm just not in love with our combat RNG as of late. Could be way better. Ugh. Killing me, Bob. And again, we did just get Ghost. Crazier shit has happened. We're gonna put all pirates in the pool. So start. Definitely freeze, right? So an argument can be made here for not freezing. An argument here can be made for double sell to take Gambler as well. If we don't think we're ever going to play toward it, and we think this guy's trivial. Don't 100% think he's trivial, though. And he took 15. He took 15 from Guff, though. So the upside of Gambler freezes is always that you have 1 extra gold for next turn to use, because you buy the Gambler for free, and you get the gold off the Hogger. We are wasting a gold for this reroll, which is like why it's a lot closer right now. We're losing half a shot from freezing, yes, but we can't buy the next board. So for freezing that board, it isn't the same as 1 gold. It's a lot closer. If this was a full board, then you would never freeze it. If it was an empty board, you would 100% freeze it, right? In this scenario, it comes out to be just slightly negative. By like 0.2 gold or whatever it ends up being. And if it mechanically allowed us to, you know, do something a little bit better, like say we freeze 2 pirates in the opening shop with it, that we could get this hero power quicker, then it could be worth it. But we know where we're going with this. This is Greta as a hit. Or Dark Gaze quickly. And we just try to steer into that. Yeah, definitely not trivial. Also, what is going on? Why? What? Thank you for winning the coin flip here. We can't lose 4 favored fights in a row. Ah. Oh. Babs. Babsy, Babsy, Babsy. I like balls. This puts undead in the pool. I love that. Cute. Probably not worthwhile. Hmm. 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 You know what? In hindsight, with the amount of gold that I had, I probably should use this turn. Just for the Greta pop-off. In hindsight, it was definitely the play, wasn't it? I like it better. Because the upside is that you get the discovery this turn too. Great 6-star board. Yeah, we didn't hit. That's part of the problem, why I'm second guessing it. But also, it was just better because of the breakpoint on this being at 1. That was silly. Alright, I'm just gonna pick it up. Fuck it. We're just gonna stay alive for a moment. Hopefully. But yeah, the threshold there is we should have hero powered to start. Even though we can discount it one more time. It's worth it because of the Hogger on the board. And the game is running out. The time is running out. I, for one, absolutely shocked that at this stage of a game we are possibly losing rounds. Alright, not dead. On mobile, you get 10 armor ETC still. It probably hasn't patched yet. Alright, Toxfin. Okie dokie then. That's where we are. We play Primal Fin for one more. Look at Small Taunt potentially. Okay. I mean, we can't actually get this turn, so like it's not really relevant. That's not Toxfin. Gold-wise, is a bit awkward. Ooh. I'm just going to do this. We're going to pull you through. We're going to pick you up. Smaller of a 2. They'd be poisoned. And that's just about it. As much as I like the opportunity to play the Hogger, it's just not there. Not in this game. We put everything we can on the board. Took a lot of damage early. A little frustrating. And then we're dealing with Divine Shield big stats. Like, it is what it is. Not thrilled with the way this one played out. But we really didn't play the game. There was one turn where we could have potentially played for the Golden Buddy in to try to discover Greta. But even then, we're not infinite, right? Like this leveling line, this power curve just seems absolutely awful. That what we were able to do was just put together an average board, and we just got stomped on by two people with buddy boards. Gotta be honest, I've been very underwhelmed with Cookie this patch. That 1 or 2 discoveries of a 4 or 5 star doesn't seem to really do anything compared to what we are typically seeing on boards by that stage of the game. Curious, what is Cookie's average at the moment? Where are we, Cookie? Cookie, not bad. Like 25th, 30th best hero? There he is. Somewhere in that range, 25 to 30. So like playable, just not doing anything busted. M looks concerned. Well, considering that's Lee. I see you corrected it. True. Toxfin on Buddy, not a good idea at this stage of the game. Yeah, I mean, that's what we did. But the thing was, it's the Buddy or the Murk-Eye. And it's one or the other. They both have to stay on the board. The Murk-Eye was the lower attack minion, so we're just going to use it on it. And it would have been the trigger of the Toxfin onto the Buddy the next turn as well, if we were to survive that long. But really, it's just a question of we got stomped on by Guff that game. Guff hit Calicos early, and Guff put us down. Tis what it is. Nothing to freak out about there. Beast, Demon, Dragon, Elemental, and Murloc. What's up, Bo? What's up, dude? We can always play Tess. Tess is amusing in this meta. He can do gross things. Barov is great. Barov is always a great hero. Tagwoggle? Pass. Like, we've talked about the way to climb in this meta. We played for the first week meta strats, you know, to climb, and we gained 1,500 rating or 1,200 rating or whatever in 7 days. But, like, are you going to slam tempo all day playing buddy meta, taking your 20% first place rate off of the broken heroes and then slam tempo every other game? I guess. I mean, that's the method what we need to do to be able to climb. Or we just, you know, don't have to care. That's also the option. Just say, fuck it. Let's try to do fun things every game. If we lose rating, we lose rating. So not very good opening cards for Tess. I guess the good news is that we do have double economy, so we can stay on one. We really just want to get this buddy on the when it costs us 8 gold. Or have the opportunity to take the buddy when it costs 8 gold. And that would be turn 4. Ish. We're just farming for YouTube content? Yeah. Kinda. Playing the game for fun is the YouTube method. You got a curator with a Murloc. Could be a 3-3 and a 2-3. If so, we win with the Tavern Tipper. Could also be a 1-4 and a 2-2. Either way. We're just going to force out Buddy. We want the opportunity to take the Buddy on the aggressive timeline. Mostly due to the fact that, like, whenever you can have the opportunity to take the Buddy by selling a couple minions to do it, if we do match up against somebody we know we're fighting the next turn, that is going to be a busted Buddy combination. And that in this lobby could be Yogg, that could be Gallywix, could even be Zeph. Hooktusk is obviously trash, Sneed is trash. Alikir's okay. And Curator's trash. But we can't get Curator on turn 4. Oh, got Zeph, unfortunately. Ew. These are gross. Ew, these are trash. I'm not gonna go take the Amalgam as a 2-2. No scabs in lobby. No scabs, no ETC. Like the things that break tests aren't really in the game. But it doesn't mean we don't You get good value off of just printing more and more buddies. So let's say we win this round, which is pretty likely considering we have a 4-6 Tavern Tipper, a 3-3 Taunt, 4-3 Taunt. And we get Gallywix, or we get Yogg next turn. We are double selling Cat to push the button. No doubt. Yogg. Let's go. Give me that Yogg, buddy. Is it even good, Bofer? But it's fun. And that's all that really matters. It can be good. 3-3 to the shop is pretty bust at this stage of the game. Steal the whole shop when you're on Tavern 1 ain't exactly great, but it's still 3 minions, 3 gold. We're just gonna double level. I guess it's level, sell Yogg Buddy level. We could also just hold Yogg Buddy till the next turn, but we'd have to sell something else on this board. That doesn't seem smart. But the upside of having a better board to steal if we get that specific roll. Or have more minions on our board to get extra stats on. Yogg Buddy's just better later in the game. It's just still very good to get at this point, though. I suppose we can make an argument for... what's it called? The, nice, we get the dub too. We can make an argument for leveling just once, keeping Yogg Buddy on the board for a little bit. If we got a good shop. Get Curator's Buddy. We can also steal his hero power. If he were to get his buddy this turn and put it on the board, it'd be pretty amusing. Let's see the wheel. It's a mystery box. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Really don't want anything that's on his board. Guess we just wait until next turn. What's up, Scoopy? What's good, what's good? I want Alakir into Sneed into Golden Alakir into Golden Sneed. There you go. Just do that. There's only Divine Shields on the board. Big selfless heroes. So he's not getting his buddy on time. He didn't want to feed it, I guess. I just want to do fun like all of the Curator things. Match. No fun allowed. So Yogg's buddy kind of fizzled on us. We were really hoping to buff the Tavern, for example. Even steal minions would be good. Just to have the economy to level. But who knows? Crazier shit has happened. Porpa, dude. Why do I feel like icky triples are less common than 1-star triples? Because people don't buy the card very often. Hey, what's up, FTF? Thank you so much for the 31 months. My dude. Aw, shit. Aw, shit. Is it ever a 5? Dude, it's so expensive to take a 5. But we can make 2 5s next turn. My god, Big Fernal is actually scaling. We have Mismash, we have Icky Imp. I could take Ball. Because I think I'm taking the Curator, buddy. Just get fucking lucky, bro. Just get lucky. Alright, so we take Smuggler. Just get lucky. It's cool. It's easy. Just hit. Yo, Gospodar. Thank you so much for the 2 months. Yeah, it's a 1 in 4. It's not unheard of. But, yeah, we're just gonna be better version of Curator is the goal of this game. Look at this guy feeding our dozy whelp. It's so woke, dude. Look at it. 10 times woke. 11 times woke. It's the wokest dozy whelp ever. Easy complete skill. That's just the correct play either way. Getting lucky on it. Nature of where we are in this game. So we can either dupe our buddy, or we can dupe the mismatch. Thing is, I don't want to sell any of the other minions that are on the board. So I'm not going to make it guaranteed. Could dupe the amalgam too. Have 2 amalgams that are capable of being buffed. Typically, I think the mismatch is a better pickup because most buffs are single target. We could sell the dozy whelp too to have a higher likelihood of hitting. What exactly was his board? Is it any buffs that would be useful to us? Nope. These minions kind of suck. Dude, these are gonna get so big. So big, dude. Look at him go. Look at him. Look at this shit. Is anybody looking at this shit? Why do they have so much health so quickly? It's almost like this card is really busted. We could have taken a second copy of it, but we have to sell something else off the board. We don't have a cycle spot. I think we just go in off of this. They're so big already. We can just go get Golden Buddy next turn, especially if we get the Curator. All right, well, just get really unlucky. Love it. Combat RNG not letting us down. Yesterday was the worst day I've seen in probably 3 months, and today's start is also terrible. It's Curator again. All right, well. Terrible, he says, but proceeds to, you know, high roll on other fronts. These are terrible. But we don't sit still on this, right? Like, we want this to be the 2 extra copies of Mismatch next turn. Technically, War Leader is a buff. True. And considering that gold-wise, it's pretty cheap. I know there's a chance we eat it here, but we probably should consider picking it up. Because it's a 2 attack buff to this, this, and this, which is in turn a whelp buff, right? Or a smuggler buff. Whatever you want to call it. Okie dokie then. Still 27 health. We get 2 copies of Mismatch next turn. We get a triple into a 5. So every time we buff the Amalgam, we get 2 times the buff on the golden Mismatch, and then we'll have an extra Mismatch on the board. We also can steal a Curator minion and a Mismatch from his board. So are we even tripling into a 5? I don't think we try to take another Amalgam. It seems kind of silly. We'll overkill at this point. Technically, both are right. She's Whelp and Smuggler. Yeah, but like, if you say Smuggler, people know what that means. That's all that's important. It's more important to communicate effectively. Gasp. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. At least we didn't lose. Nice. We super mish. He has 2 good buffs on the board, too. So I want to spend 9 gold here. It says no, there's smuggles. I'd like to triple into 5 just for Bran. We just don't have enough board space. Oh my god. Alright. Alright. How greedy we getting? Toxfin's kinda cute. Can only poison one of them, but still. It's still a poison on one of them. Whee! I'll just use it at this point. Alright, well, we're going to make Omega Curator comp. That's the goal. We believe in the Baran. You guys are very believing. I'm not very believer. That's not a very good hit. Mm-hmm. At least that hit was good. Alright, well, trim down everything but 1. We get 2 copies of Yogg Buddy. He also has a Whelp Smuggler, but that seems a little overkill. No, Curator died! No! I want to roll a board, unless I want to potentially steal his board. It is 6 minions instead of 5 minions. They're not very good minions, though. If we eat the board, I'll be a little sad. A little. Alright, now I'll be less sad that we eat the board. What is this even gonna do? We're all over the place on buffs because it buffed everything. Alright. Because this changed stats and gained stats, this gained the stats along with it. I see. Is Galley strong? Yeah, kinda. I don't like holding back stats. Especially because we're fighting Galley next turn. We get to steal double Galley, buddy. Alright. That's not bad for turn 10. A 51-106. If only Curator would have stayed alive, this could have been way more interesting. We could have gotten 2 more copies. Made this into another golden. Look at this little adorable amalgam over here facilitating all this growth. Ideally, we get the poison. We may consider that Hunter of Old has reached its peak value this game. That while it is a good card, the people that are left, we can't get Yogg next turn. It would have to be like just Alec here as a good hit, just so we could get Golden Buddy for the end of the game. Sneed's obviously silly. Unless we could get Golden Sneed and then get Golden Alec here. Can we really last that long? Well, there's another Yogg. I see. He didn't have Buddy on the board. Guess the Hunter stays? Yeah, for a turn. Just the 2 buffs and the fireworks alone would be worthwhile. Could try to level. I don't think we really try to level. We don't think health is really that important from the smuggler anymore. And then we could consider Selfless Hero. I don't think that's the case. So we sit still on this one. Waste 40 seconds over here. Take a little bit of a breather. Pull the chair back up. Steal double Yogg Buddy. Get the buff off the fireworks. Look to use all this gold in the same turn so we can make the bigger buff for the mogul. We also have the upside of keeping fireworks on the board in case we want to pick up a pair on this, or he has anything on the board that would be useful to us. Ever consider arm? No. Not in any way, shape, or form. Quick, someone figure out how much golden Buddy grows with fireworks. Big number. It only buffs this thing 1/1, so this thing buffs 1/3 or 2/3. Right? Or 2/6. That's not much. Or whatever the number is. It's not like these guys grow off of each other getting buffed. Now, if they were all little amalgams, then one mismatch, then it could be a different story. Get big! I should have paid attention to exact board, but just in case there was a pair. There's the end of you. Got 80 seconds. 2 open hand spots. Turn 12 Dark Moon cards. Feels good, man. Bananas. Okay. Let's just do this to start. Actually, probably should have sold this too, just in case we steal. More Dark Moon cards. We are not finishing this turn. Find a tier 6. Alright, animation speed. What the hell? You can do better. Boo. I guess we're going with 5, aren't we? We do not have enough time to do all this. Roll once. Should have rolled once. All right, well, we made the minions big. Should have moved slightly faster. But they're pretty good size. Dim buffs. Yeah, I mean, we just want to use as much gold as we could in the turn to get the plus health and plus attack on that unit. It's basically like a 20 or 25-25 that we added to this minion that in turn makes all these 25-25 bigger and this thing 50-50 bigger. Repeat customer with Galley Buddy would have been funny. Yeah, I ran out of time. Ideally, I could have done that too, but next turn, it's not going to like be nearly as big as a bread. We could maybe do it with the bread. Yeah. Okay. So I get this at the end of the turn, as long as I don't use it. Which means I'm going to do this. I'm probably hero powering here to start. And I'm probably just breaking this immediately. As much as I love the stats, are the stats relevant? Okay, let's just do it this way. Screw it, we don't care. Whoa, why are you over here? What are you doing? Why are you jumping around like mad? My god, the game is just like bugging out. You can do it, game. Jesus Christ. Don't really care that much. After this point, I just gotta get you down. Jesus Christ, like the whole thing, every time I was trying to use a fucking card, it wasn't going out of my hand. I hate you, game. Woo! I just want you to play the damn card, you know? Just play the card. You do it slightly better by organizing that so that you use the card to have one extra banana spot in hand, etc., etc., etc. It just doesn't matter compared to getting the turn done, because the turn is lasting longer than my rope time. And it's not like using the bananas was easy when the game's lagging this much. Alright. Up and manted time, right? Cute. Naughty na is good. Alright, we just need Toxfin now. And life is good? Life feels good. Life feels pretty good. Big minions! Hey look, Toxfin! That's doing silly things. Regardless of what it's going to be, it is almost always silly. Hooktuss doing silly things too. Gallywix. Dude, imagine Gallywix being the third biggest high roll, reaching turn 14 in the game. Sad galley noises. Game's already a win? I mean, like, these are 200 200s. You can get wildfires and shit, but sure. We're very heavily favored. You can get the cleaves. We're still not perfect. Gigantic things go. All Leroy's. There's a line here. Coilers into resets, into more coilers. Into Leroy's. Good try, War Leader. I do appreciate the hustle. Oh, the poison. Alright. Now let's see if we can get the elemental guy. We should be good. Important part of this game was just getting to that turn. If you're good enough the game, a single coiler can win any fight. Yeah, we just need to, like, stabilize on those very long turns. And once we get here, Most of our choices are unimpactful. Health is health. I don't think we really care too much. Another poison's a much bigger hit. Another Nadina, a Mantid. Something good. You can put Coiler on the board as the last thing, but like there's nothing there that we want to steal. We could make more of these golden. They could get more stat scaling, guys. Could be OP. Alright, do we like this guy being poisoned or this guy being poisoned more? As the solo taunt, this thing tends to get killed by Leroy very often. Or Divine Shields. I kind of like this one in this scenario, even though it's a much bigger minion. Because 200 isn't guaranteed to one-shot things. It's close. It's definitely not, like, definitely this one. It's definitely not definitely, he says. Velbat. It's cute. We need 2 rounds. We can freeze for 1 minion in the shop. Yeah, we could sell through, get a hold of this. I should put this in front of here. Swap these 2. Ever so slight optimization. Yeah, he's going full scam. Like this is exactly what we'd expect. On the other hand, he didn't lead Leroy. Kind of expect him to lead Leroy. Choosing not to do that's weird. Alright, alright, alright. We huge. Is double Mantid, double Leroy for us to choose what we want on the board. I'd end on Leroy if they had less HP. Yep, exactly the case. But we have to win 2 rounds, so like I don't really care that much. Plus we just steal whatever from their board next time. I gave up. It's over, no! So like we don't need to freeze Leroy or get Leroy. He's going to have something on the board. If there's ever a chance for him to win, he's going to need Leroy and Mantids. So if he gets those and we survive long enough to get the next round, we can just steal it from him. So like there wasn't a panic moment there. Ghoul? Yes, get Ghoul. It will beat him. How about get Gar? No? Okay. Okay. No, these seem boring. Horsey, naturally. Oh, Big Horse? Big Horse is good. We don't need you. You didn't put in the work. Big Horse? I like Big Horse. Okay. No, these are trash. Bird Big Horse. I like Bird Big Horse. That works. Works for me. Get him, Bird Big Horse. I love how Horse is unironically a good card in this scenario. Like, not even a joke. It 2-for-1s this board. Or the minions on this board. Like, it's as good as these guys. Because everything he has is below that threshold other than 1 minion that's going to kill itself, most likely. Or be killed before this is relevant. Because it attacks first, and then this is going to attack at the end. So every single one of these minions, it trades. Alright. So you just need getting this to live, you know, like just being a piece of shit. So Horse has to do work. Noob question, why not giving Reborn a Tox Fin minion? Because it doesn't come back with poison. It comes back as a 2/2. I love you, Sunshine. Good finish. Got him. Doing test things. See, this is what we're talking about. We can always find a fun way to play the meta, even if we don't want to play meta strats on all the heroes. We can find high rolls. We can stay around 13k. It's going to cost us rating in the long run, but we can do fun things. Yo, Eddie, thank you so much for the 22 months. Good evening, chat and Beaufort. What's up, Cascade? Yeah, no buffs stay on minions that are reborn. They come back as vanilla copies of the same minion. I want to get you guys camera angle here for M because she's looking adorable. But I don't want to move her or wake her up. There you go. How's your day going, guys? You ever just lounging in the window? Just taking a little bit of a chill? Nose in the breeze? Open the windows today, so she's just like bathing in the sunshine. Happily sitting there resting on her paw. Being cute. Being cute and shit. Alright, back to the game. Don't OD on dog. We gotta go back. We gotta go. If anything ain't the cutest thing. Cutest dog. No ODs. You gotta moderate that dog intake. Otherwise, when we go back to gameplay, people are gonna be like, ugh, this is just not the same. Stream washed, dude. Dog on big screen, Hearthstone on little screen. Yep. Alright, well. Not even Bob was happy about changing the camera back. Cool, I suppose. Good thing the patch notes had increased stability and fixed bugs. Game feels more unstable today than it did last patch. It's just dying over here. I'm clicking through cards. Non-stop issues. Everything feels laggy. Out of the 3 games that we've played, 2 of them haven't connected to opponents. They fixed the bugs where players could connect to the lobbies. Yep. That's it. Being a cute dog is easy when they don't have to pay for rent. True. Can work all day on grooming themselves, as she exhibits on cam all the time. What is the reward? Suggest a BTTV. I mean, just read it. The description is there. If you click it, it literally has all of the information. All you gotten is the first 3 words of the redemption. Trust me, nothing for channel points is worth shit. At a certain point, you gotta get rid of the whole channel point thing from streams. Unless you are putting things up for millions of points that people have to spend an entire year watching for, it'll overwhelm the stream. Boo! Yeah, boo. Boo's a good redemption. Fuck off, Fanatic. Boo! Yeah, all it is an effort to burn people's points. I have 100,000 points. I have infinity points. Crazy. But actually, though, yo, Rygar with the 4 months. Appreciate the love, dude. Eddie, Rygar, Joss, I missed you last game. Joss Plays, thank you so much for the 11 months as well. Then, of course, Gospodar, FTF before, and Drache. Thank you guys for the resubs. No Beast from Alley, which is a little sad. I mean, Yogg's just kind of meta right now. This is very playable. I don't like Maev right now. I'm just not a fan. You can still play Mally. I think every lobby is playable for Mally. His buddy's just good enough. The run and ad is the only good one, except that subs can't even tell when the last ad was run half the time. True. True. It's also a bold assumption to think that I run ads when I say run an ad. You'll never know. I run exactly the minimum amount of ads for the next... Oof. God damn, man. It's coming. The next 4 days until April 1st. Because April 1st is the day that Twitch changes their policy and are forcing all of the partners to run 3 minutes of ads an hour. Kill me. Kill me. Whatever. What are you going to do? That's the platform. Oh, look, it's ads. Ads with the 6 months. Appropriate timing there, dude. April's Fools, it's actually 4 minutes. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. These are trash. You did go 2 on 2, so at least we can do that. This is the whole part about where not having B sucks for Malagos. Because the high roll of getting economy early matters so much. higher number of units on the board. Alley Cat translates to 2 full minions when you hero power them. To be able to play for the triples, be able to play for the early tempo, be able to play the game in general. Yo, what's up, Troy One? What's up, what's up? Only 3 minutes, or is that the minimum? Minimum amount of ads for Twitch partners in order to be enrolled in their Twitch ad incentives program, which is literally like the only revenue stream for partners, the primary one. It's literally like the bare bones minimum for being a streamer. Yes. Yes. That will require you to run 3 minutes of ads per month. 3 minutes of ads per hour. Per month. I see. Okay, well, this is kind of ass. Maybe this is more useful than the ones in the shop. No. Where were you? These are the good things. Just not anymore, right? This one's okay. The attack on the mechs is fine. I'd rather have stronger baseline minions. What was ETC was buffed? How did I miss it? I mean, it's literally today. It's easy to miss patch notes when they happen the day of. It happened like an hour ago or 2 hours ago. That's why I put it in the title. Now you know. These are trash. All right, that one's real good. That one's good. Get the gold back. Regardless. What did they change? They removed a couple of the bad minions from his pool. Considering ETC was literally the lowest average placement hero in the game at high MMR for any hero with representative sample size. It's a warranted buff. Skyfire ain't trash. In this lobby it is. We gotta restart like Deck Tracker or something. Because when we didn't get the game to connect, it seems to have crashed the entire interface. Is there a list of available minions? I don't remember. Maybe. At some point, maybe. They said something when they introduced the hero. Alright, nobody. At least we have a relatively even fight in terms of resources. That was a good hit. That'll do. Okay. So we can get our buddy now. It doesn't do a whole lot for us if we're down tavern tiers. We could just take a 2-star and turn it into a 6-star for next turn. We also can level in the process. Not like that really matters, but we can. It's a turn 6 6-star. I just hate being down tavern tiers like this. Meh. If we had a Murloc on the board, it'd be cute, and then we could just hero power it in our own shop, but no. Do we want to use the Gambler to level? We're not going to level next turn. It's a thing. We are saving a gold, but is it a relevant gold? We're leveling. We're leveling to 3, but we wouldn't level to 4. We don't have the gold to do it and buy this minion if we level here. And we're definitely buying that 6-star, right? So why sell the 4-3 off if it's not going to affect our leveling curve? We're just going to get a roll in 2 turns. Okay. Search for the friend of a friend buddy or card pool in the wiki. It's the same as ETC's. Good answer. That is a very good answer. All right, let's see it. Leroy, pass. All right, that's a good one. Acceptable. Now, we could just take the Swabby. I don't really care about that. I like the pair. Also like just rolling. Just look for things that enable Summoner. Because next turn, we're just going to end up rolling, leveling Hero Power rolling. Actually, in hindsight, I should have taken that, shouldn't I? Gold-wise, does that work out better? Shit. I cost myself tempo for this turn. It's irrelevant for next turn, but I cost tempo for this turn. It doesn't really matter. We'll do it anyway. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It allows us to be a little bit safer if we don't roll into a 4-star immediately. We just want to go up, get a 4, hero power into a 6, and buy it. We have the gold from the gambler. It's not really like we're behind on that, but it gives us an extra reroll. In case we do miss. Summoner first for the milk. I mean, we're not going to win this round. Well, we're winning this round. But I didn't expect the win to be the first answer against Millhouse. But the second part is that it's the second minion. It's just fine at dying, you know? Hotline Miami? Yeah, we got a lot of Hotline Miami stuff in this list. We're just all over the place with the music. I'll take it. Something a little different. Why does ETC now have 20 armor? I mean, he was the lowest average win rate here, period. As of 1 o'clock today. So, like, in the last balance patch. He needed something. Because he, like, complete garbage. Ooh. Cute. No, not really necessary. Ooh. Cute. Not even good. Alright. Fair enough. I'm still taking it. Because then I can at least hero power it on my own board if I don't use it. Fort! Okay. It's a fort. I see you, chat. I do. I don't hate Ghoul of the Feast. But I'm not desperate for tempo at this point. We could buddy into 5. Then hero power into 6 and hero power 4 into a 6 and sell Gambler or whatever. Just fish for 6s for days. Over's a fort gamer. I mean, yeah. I mean, you're right here on the board. We voluntarily bought this card. It must be because we really want the fort buff. Hero power the summoner to get another fort. True. As an option. That is indeed a potential play. Nobody said a good one, but it is a potential play. I've seen worse. I've seen worse. I've seen worse. Some say I've seen worse. All right. Once again, not taking damage is Mally shooting for 6s. Like, feels a little fair to be like a game-winning line, but reasonable. I'm ahead. I'm gonna do it. Magma Lock. Kangor's memes. Or Toxfin. Too bad we don't have a poison or a Murloc on the board once again. We could just poison it and then evolve it. I mean, we could just still do it. We just sell, buy Swamp Striker, evolve this. But like, is that good in this game? Elementals, Murlocs, a little bit, kinda. Kind of like just taking Kangors. That our board looks more like it would transition toward a tempo board than it would be something scaling, so Magma Lock doesn't make a lot of sense here. Real question, have you seen worse? I have seen worse. Crazy. Do this first. Okay. I like you. Classic. Classic Bob. He's got jokes and shit. Classic Babsy. All kaboombox memes. My God. So much boom. Mm-hmm. 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 Close. You almost get there. My God, he hit like everything immediately. I got Baron and Golden Boombox and Boombox by turn 8. Good for me. So many sixes, so little direction. That was the title of our YouTube video today. Good card, good card. Let's go. We really need to be up this tavern tier. So do we like the Rusted Reggie over here? Or do we just want it on the board for gold? Mr. Reggie. Wind Fury the Buster. Unfortunately, no, the cat has a pretty counter comp to our to Omega Buster Exodia. Which is kind of annoying, but I think we don't really use this stat line, so we'd rather have the gold for it. Is Jiraxis worse than Micro Mummy? Probably not. Probably should have considered Jiraxis as fine. Are either of them highly impactful for the fight? Nah. We could have considered that Jiraxis for one turn is a reasonable keep. Reasonable enough. Just the sheer fact that it is a 6-star, just to do damage. Considering the Mummy is better if we're way ahead, and we are way ahead, but we don't know that for certain in this scenario. Guff is kind of a hard one to gauge. But yeah, we could have considered it for sure. Cute, but we're not really this board. As much as I'd like to be. It's absolute concede to cat. And we have Baron. Alright, so we're looking for Buster. We're looking for Ghoul. We're looking at Seafood because it's cute as fuck. See what information we get to know what we need to hero power into. We need to hero power into everything. I think 4 is the priority at this point then. Hi, Mr. Taunt. not going to try to get every bit of a Mega Buster value I can out of this. That Summoner is still a really, really good card with Baron here. And I'd rather set this up so I can still play Exodia, so I don't want to taunt up a Mega Buster. Also, gross! He has small taunt on the board. Whew, we dodged it. Small taunt is cheat! It's cheat, dude. Not the world's best hits. That was pretty good, though. That was really solid. Just a bit short. How about it would be stronger if we had some forts on the board? True. Very true. If only we had some forts. Dead cat, let's go. Alright, very scary dead cat to our board state. But still. Dead cat. This thing is the thing that stops us from playing Mech Exodia. Alright, let's go get some information first. We're not going to 6. These things are ass. Okay. Alright, so we want to roll to see if we find ourselves a ghoul, or we want to find a Kangors, or whatever it might be, naturally. So we don't hero power into that if we were going to find it naturally. Alright, these memes are worthwhile. Memes fun. Not memes, not fun. That's the end of the explanation. Memes more fun than not memes. God damn it, dude. This, if we die to the ghost, it's gonna be real sad. It could very well do it. Considering what his board state is. Don't let your memes be dreams, Bover. Correct. That is the most important part. Move Kangors to the right to avoid bombs? Not really. It doesn't fix the problem. There isn't enough health here to actually avoid it. But sure. It's more that we need the space on the board and we need the attacks, and he won't cleave us. Like, this is going to go off, and it's just going to go pew 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 right through the right side. Just as the single golden buster that we know a bomb that we know he has. Pew pew pew! Bye, things! Pew 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 pew! It doesn't fix the problem. If he had regular bomb, it's true, but for golden, it's not. We know just the 2-card combo rips through all 5 of these things, but we still just gonna have to play it back and live with it. We go for ghoul at this point. Why can't we just have ghoul? Memes. Memes and ghouls. All right, well. Thanks for your service. Assume we like it like this. You like it like that? I like it like this. You like it like that? Pretty annoying with the Omega Buster amount of stats. We could just play no Buster version of Boombox. If we think that it's big enough to get there. Why not drop Summoner? Because Summoner is significantly stronger than Boombox and stronger than Omega Buster. Because Summoner on this board represents somewhere in the range of 60 damage. A lot better than a single Boombox, right? Which represents 14 damage. and then like a bump. If we get it to go off all of it, because we have to play it like super far back, then it could be upwards of like 20 some damage, but most of the time it's not. Boombox is 21. It's not though, because it's last position, like second to last position. You wouldn't play it anywhere near the front. It would be like right here. And what's the average value you get off a boombox in that position? It's definitely not full value that it deals 7 and blows up and does 14 twice, or 7 4 times. By that point, it's basically nothing. This is refresh and significantly more stats and minions on the board. 21 million, or 2.1 million. Okay, that's how much damage it does. Chat math. Zap? Zap is cheat. Guess we'll just die then. All I wanted to do was have some memes, but no. No memes for Bofer. No, sir. We don't get a meme today. Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. 5 plus 11. All we have to do is kill 1 minion. But unfortunately, we can't do that. They're all too big. This is what it is. Countered by Zap. Yeah, I mean, you're pretty one-dimensional. We had to get Ghoul. Right? Like, it's the one card. We even hero powered into 4s instead of 6s for the last 3 turns. We rolled on 5 instead of going to 6 to find Ghoul. And that way, if you have Ghoul, then you have a 50-50 just going first and triggering the whole combo. Instead of just leaving yourself open to die to a taunted boombox or a zap or an abundance of other counters. Is what it is. Nothing to freak out about. That's just the nature of half of a composition. We talked about it in the mid-game. Felt like we were doing things way too fair to be a first-place board. That while Mali did allow us access to 6 stars, single copies of 6 stars don't win in this meta. Still a positive game, and it's still a first if we can find 1 or 2 more cards of the combo. Yeah, sure, we could have gotten Uthers, we could have gotten a couple other things to even help. But whatever. Whatever. Not even a 13k stream. I'm not going to be a 13k stream. I'm probably going to be an 11k stream by the end of Buddy Meta. We force memes every game. We're not going to be climbing very quickly. That's not going to happen. Pretty much every game is trying to find a different way to meme instead of play the correct play. Still 4th though. Yeah, still 4th. Yeah. I mean, the meta's just not worth. It's just not worth forcing tempo every game. Whenever the meta devolves into forcing tempo, like, I just stop caring about rating. It happens far too often as of late. But we knew it was coming. We'll just have fun with Buddy Meta. There's no reason to panic about stuff like this. Not to mention the fact that, like, the ladder is completely busted at the moment. Like, almost every server has 5 accounts in the top 25 that have illegitimate rating gains. So, like, your rank means jack shit. It is complete and utter bullshit. Not to mention they're fucking over a bunch of people that they're playing against repeatedly. We have to fix the leaderboards before anybody should ever remotely care about the MMR. And even then, that's even debatable whether you should care about MMR. You do what you're gonna do. Alright, Alley Cat, let's go. I asked and received. Thank you, Alley Cat. Hi there, buddy. Are they doing illegitimate gains or people can't say so people don't abuse it more? A combination of the two. I think a lot of people that are getting illegitimate gains don't know that they're even doing it. They just bug their accounts. They don't know that they've bugged accounts, but they have bugged accounts. Sounds like you're salty. Nah. I mean, am I a little upset about the fact that, like, Blizzard hasn't fixed their ladder? Sure. But, like, there's no reason to be high MMR. There are people gaining 100 points at rank 1. Let's be real. 100 points for first at rank 1's pretty obvious that something is bugged. There are a couple accounts that are very obvious. I ain't making this up. And also, shut the fuck up. Oh, shit, man. People whose only comments in chat are negative. Shut the fuck up, dude. It's easy. Is this a D4 waiting room? I need my fix. D4? Yeah, wait till June. Even when you're doing memes, I like how you explain your plays. I mean, we still play the game to our outs most of the times. We just try, we don't pick the best heroes. We don't play the opening curves correctly. We're not trying to set ourselves up for the highest of MMR outs, you know? But we still play the game once we get to turn 8 with whatever direction we've been given or whatever. This is super awkward. Okay. Kind of figured that was coming with the game bugging out on us. All right. We get a 4-star. It can be a 6-star as soon as we get our buddy, too. Highest MMR or meme streamer on Twitch. There you go. That's the play. That's the goal. We just do memes. We do memes and play game. A stability patch. What a game. Stoneborn's pretty good. Master Allies is kind of pointless. Stoneborn's a lot of health. Even though this minion isn't overly impactful. It's still health. And then we hero power the Stoneborn. Yes, good. The 2-3. My favorite one. And a Master Realities. Can't say that's what I was going for here, but whatever. Most likely we end up hero powering it next turn. But would you play any D4? I did. I played the first weekend pretty much everything to max level. The second weekend, you couldn't get me to come back to the game because doing the first 25 levels 5 times does not sound like an appealing task. I'm very excited to play Diablo when it comes out. But the beta isn't playing Diablo. The beta is dipping your toe into the game mechanics and being like, yeah, it's kind of cool. But who cares about level 25 meta? Hi gamers, what's up, Matt? What's good? What's up, what's up? Alright, we get the dub. D4 felt great, I'm looking forward to it. Indeed. Alright, what's in the box? My favorite. My favorite box. The Uther box. I really don't want to level or sell off, use coins, take Bristlemane. I just want to, here, I guess hero power this to start next turn, but then go for 4. What was in the box? The Luther was in the box. The box is bullshit, chat. The box was bull. The beta is a QA test, so you don't get paid for. Yeah, I mean, like, it's still interesting to see the game mechanics. It's interesting to see basics of the system and whatnot, but it's not something that is, to me, more than like 6 hours of content. It wasn't something that I was going to do on a daily basis and try to min-max. There are a lot of people out there that are starved for Diablo content, especially the content creators of in the Diablo scene, and they would dive into that stuff for 150 hours. Because it's the only thing that they've gotten that's new in like 8 years. The Path of Exile people even dipping their toe in. Okay. Let's see this first. Yeah, that one's decent. I think I'm just shooting for an extra 6. More evolves. Magmalock is cute. All right. We don't play a ton of cards. It's only stats. We're always freezing this. Doesn't matter what it is. Being a 6 is more important than anything else. Ideally, we have better minions on the board to play with Theatar. But we aren't guaranteed to be a Theatar board either. We can do whatever we can do with this. Teamaster isn't undead. Look at his skin. Evolving Lightspawn works too, then deciding if you want to play a turn 6 to transform it. Yeah, it's an option. But I think we just shoot it. Shoot it in the foot. Game. All right, I mean, fine. Where other tribes? At least there's something. Cell's the only other tribe. Doesn't matter to me. I'm not keeping it around. I'm not starved for tempo at the moment. Okay. It's a pirate. Okay. Snowborn's okay. I don't really want to freeze it. Hi, Greta. Yeah, it opens door for like, we could try to level to 5. We could go for Myrmidon. A couple things that are decent. These breakpoints suck. Like, ridiculously bad. Ew. He gets value from the opening hit. He gets value from the cleave. We're actually pretty, like, we're bigger than this board. But our breakpoints were miserable there. There's a ball at the very least that we could have for golden ball for the meantime. In the meme time. Ball is best. Ball is life. Just taking our 6 right now. I want to do it toward the later portion of boards. If I'm not leveling the 5 this turn. Okay, well, this is going to get awkward. Then I'd rather do it toward this point so that if I want to freeze, I can freeze the 6-star on the board. Hi, Nomi. How you doing? Yeah, that one. That one good. I think I'm keeping Greta. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'll just gold the ball at a later point off of a different 6. Yeah. Game. Over. Dumbass. I meant to take the gold. Don't worry, guys. Actually intentional. Easy clap. 100% intentional play. Totally didn't overlook for a very slight moment there that I had a Theatar that I needed to put down on the board. The gold was actually the correct... Bover. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sell ball for value? No, not this early in the game. We can get another gold in a later point. We're not desperate. Let's not sell resources. Logic save, Pog. Mistake, but worked out for us. Positive value mistake. It's actually like net even value mistake, to be fair. But it's fine. It's whatever. It's no big deal. Only worked out positive because exact gold on board. Otherwise, we just take neutral. And we get the exact same thing. But we could put the gold and Theo down with the 2 gold. Instead of playing the neutral to play it through. Bailed out by RNG. It's going to be a little awkward. How many stats do we need? Because I like the idea of just playing this. And hero powering it. Millhouse says isn't exactly one that I want to greed against, but... Still lost a 6/6? I don't think it did. Ooh. Piece of candy. Ooh. I like you. Interesting. Horsey boy. Because you wouldn't have played the extra minion neutral, right? Unless you hero power into a neutral on that board. So it only works out to be minus 6/6 in an instance of RNG. And that's a 30%er. Otherwise, you're not losing the 6/6. I think we might be saying something slightly different when we're talking about the specific deterministic, the output of that specific situation versus on average by making that play. Take Tipper instead of Cat from Scout, but you don't have a Tipper guaranteed from the hero power. You're talking about the exact results-oriented approach for that turn, as opposed to, on average, what you would do by that line versus the other line. Excuse me. Yeah, I agree with you. If you're talking about exactly that specific outcome of those things from the hero power, as opposed to taking Theo on the first hit versus hero powering the 1-star on the first hit. We got 1%ed? Yeah, we got 1%ed. Is what it is. So disagree with you on that one, but that's only because you're talking about the exact specific scenario that you're playing as opposed to the process. Which is, you know, not Battlegrounds. We talk about the process. Obviously, it's a mistake on average, but it's like a 1.33 stat mistake. Not a 6/6 mistake. Okay, and then this goes. Boo. As much as I'd like the golden, it just ain't happening. I'm gonna look at next board. 8. Okay. I'll take that over this. Which means I'm evolving the Critter Wrangler on my board. I like taunting little dude. We're still gonna freeze this board. It's fine. Cute. .1 is greater than 10% to hit on a 1%. 1.1%er is 10% greater the hit than a 1%. Okay. I mean, math checks out. Not sure what it has to do with anything, but the math checks out. I think it's the third 1%er today. Yeah, we've had some pretty bad RNG as the last 24 hours. It's pretty tough to play. But we get through it. It's just BGs. That's just BGs. I don't think we ever really give a fuck about the Elise. We want to be able to go to 5 at some point because we're going to want to get out of this. Let's get this info first. We do get the triple. I'm going to hero power in the 6, and I'm just going to be done with this. I'm going to take the gold. I'm going to go to 5. And we're probably going to try to go to 6 to win this game. There's the Mantid. That's a good hit. We're running out of time to like fill up our board with relevant minions. So the Mantid's a great hit. We can then just play the zap here. We can determine when we want to be able to use the Eelbound. And then we're just going to end up going the 6 this game. We can also hero power the zap next turn if we want to. Just take another shot at Mantid or Theatar. RDU lost 100% today. I think Firestone isn't super accurate today. They're discrete outcomes. Like, this is always the conversation. It's so hard to have. I appreciate that people want to be helpful. But just because there are discrete inaccuracies in the way that the calculators calculate specific scenarios doesn't mean that all odds are off. The game does not accurately calculate Akazam's buddy, Illidan's buddy, or Sneed's buddy at the moment. I believe those are the only 3 discrete situations that have errors at the moment. If those aren't on the boards, you can be pretty confident that your situation is calculating pretty close to accurately. There may be 1 or 2 other ones that exist that we haven't found yet. But just because there is one inaccuracy, one way that it's calculating incorrectly, doesn't mean that every time there's like a 1%er, it's not actually a 1% instance. What up, Bofer? What up? What up? What up? Meh. Meh. Mantid. Pufferquill. That's a pretty good card. To the point that I'd really like to keep it and or play it. Alright, so are we strong enough to win this round without playing Pufferquill plus spell? Because I still want to try to scale off double Theatar if I can. Obviously, Mutinous is a pain in the ass. Big stats is nearly always the read. But we don't kill him by playing it. Whee! Take the stat. Risk it for the biscuit. Yeah, I think so. Probably need the Quill against Mutinous. It's kind of the read. If we were a little higher health, I'd probably hold it. But we are 17. Just glancing at the left side and seeing how healthy people are, I still have the predisposition to gauge this at 40 health and be like, oh, we got to kill him twice. But 22 is a doable number. Unlikely, but a doable number. More likely than not, though, we're going to have to beat him twice. And we're just going to not scale off second Theatar. I, for one, am absolutely floored. You mean hundreds of health on a mutinous board? Say it ain't so. Bobby. Bobby, say it ain't so. Tell me this is a joke. Cold War third? No. Why are you arguing Cold War third? Have worthless hits to try to play around Cleave? Nah, pass, brother. Could get cleaved, of course. You don't even know he has cleave, though. This has to get taunt for that to be the scenario. Like, attacking with bad minions early is just like, no, bro, no, please, no. Don't do that. No. All right, how do we get past this board? Because obviously Mutinous has a step up on us. We need more Manta to have a chance. These are ass. These are ass too. Kinda. All right. Probably freezing for Kaboom Box. Can't believe Mutinous didn't get nerfed. Yeah, he should definitely be one of the ones that they look at. Obviously, he's really strong right now, but it was after all the other nerfs. Kind of hard to gauge how strong it would be. Good first hit. Pretty decent. Good value off of our little taunt that we picked up. Plays around Exodia compositions, plays around him playing the minion he already had, which was the Omega Buster. And then on top of that, it just plays well against what Cariel typically has, which is a bunch of Divine Shield minions. Just takes 2 shields-ish from their board. Not a bad tech pickup. Now we need you. We need a way to deal with the opening hits. These are poo. I'm gonna need a blood gem. Pretty please. You can always hero power it for it. All right, well, we have 2 minions that are capable of killing 2 minions on their board. He has 3 big things. Obviously, this is a problem. We need this to adapt taunt. We need to go first. We just need Boombox to take off the shields from the front of the composition, and then Mantid has to carry us. Hey, look at that. We gave ourselves an out. And we did go first. And unfortunately, that hit was not it. But close. Mantid has to be able to kill these guys up front to have a chance that this can kill this. Close, though. We gave ourselves an out in a scenario where we're obviously very, very unfavored. You got this? I mean, it's still a shot. Like, you got to give yourself a play that can deal with their board state. If we don't find another Mantid, which we didn't find, then we're going to have to deal with the fact that we have 2 minions and potentially a Divine Shield that have to all connect to the bodies of the 3 big minions that he's doing everything to protect. So this enables us to go first and him attack into the Mantid to lose the first minion. It'll take both of those shields off the first 2 minions on their board if they have them. And then this just has to be able to connect afterwards. Little taunts-wise, like I wanted to pull this back further, but we really can't play in a way that deals with him having Wildfire and Cleave. Good thing Mutant has got nerfed, checks notes by losing 3 HP. True. Absolutely. It was a valiant attempt. I mean, we know we're unfavored in that scenario. We just gave ourselves an out. That's all it is. Not freaking out about that one. Once we see that board, we just go all in against Cariel and we freeze a minion that's a good tech card against the last one. If we find ourselves another Mantid, then we have a real shot. If we find a Ghoul or a Boombox, I mean, really in that scenario, Boombox is better than Ghoul because it's a one-way destruction of their shields on the relevant minions at the front. Haven't thought about Boombox's targeted bumping. It's really good for dealing with Leroy as a counterplay option too. If you're going to play a bunch of big minions, you can play a position 1 Boombox and then deal with their Leroys if you go first on a 50-50. 75%er or whatever if you have a taunted Boombox that you can play in position 1. It's kind of an interesting late game tech card. My big problem with Boombox is simply the fact that it is way too strong of a tempo card for Tavern 4. Overall, though, I think it's a lot healthier of a card to exist than like White Mane was. It's a useful card in a lot of scenarios. It does make a composition, an amusing Boombox Exodia composition, which isn't, you know, great by any means, but has a place in the game when you hit the pieces for it. If you sell other taunt, wouldn't your chances be better? Sure, but he could just go first, and we lose a tribe for the adapt on the Mantid, and there's a couple other reasons why it's kind of bleh. What else are you going to keep? Theatar has a 30-30 on the board. You still need to be able to kill the other minions on the board. Is it more likely to connect to Mantid specifically? Yes, but we need both of the things. And it's not like he's going to play no minions at all. We just insta-concede to him playing a Leroy. I guess 50-50 concede. Either way, there's ups and downs to it. I don't think it's better to sell the taunt. Thanks, I hate it. That's why Master win. 1-star buddy. He has a corgi in his arm, and honestly, that's all that really matters. Look at him with his little corgi buddy. Nice. Useful. You can make a 3-3 OP. I mean, kinda. That's going to be our shitty ass play. Okay. I'll rush down my buddy. That's fine. It's whatever. Because I don't want to stay down for Tavern Tipper. I'm not on Panda. I mean, are you going too? I like how this is just re-roll the start of our game, and that may be better than any other option. Just level, sell off the Geomancer, take the Shell Collector, sack the round. Play the game like normal on 2. Yeah, okay. Thinks I hate it. There's no reason to play the minion. No reason to feed him if he has anything on the board. Or tell anybody else what we have. Because every single one of the dragons is a 0-for-1 trade. Bro. We can just get Buddy, I guess. Bruh. All of these cards. Mm-hmm. 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 Did you buy a 6/3 Snail Cavalry? Probably as one of the 2 minions we take next turn. Thanks, I hate it. Six three Snail ain't bad. Yeah. Yeah. It's not the world's worst card I've ever seen. It's not very good, though. Yeah, that seems about right. God damn, dude. Imagine thinking this kind of start to a game is competitive in Buddy meta. Alright, so how do we get out of this hole? I'm just gonna read that maybe we kill something on this board. Cause how the fuck do we recover this? We are so far down tempo wise. Just kill something. Just something. It doesn't have to be much. Just kill. No, not that one. No. But we just so far down tempo wise on this board. We don't recover this game. We're actually down to like 0%. Like, we're gonna have to somehow turn this into a fifth or something. I don't know a way of playing this lobby from this position. Without leveling. So we just gotta hope that we get an extra minion there. We just prage, dude. Just fucking prage. That we can recover this game somehow. Snail Simp? Nah. As much as I'd like Snail, I'm not going to stay down for that card. We don't even have a way to buff its health. We could have Maiev hero powered it, but the argument for the Maiev hero power is that we can get a gold and a minion that's probably not relevant to us in 3 turns. And while it is it's better than nothing, don't get me wrong. If we knew for 100% we're not going to steal anything on our farm, I'd rather have any random minion this turn than that snail in 2 turns. Just hoping that anything was capable of killing 1 minion on the board, I think is worthwhile in that scenario. It sucks. Like, absolutely horrendous place to be in the middle of the game. That's where we were. We got stomped on by a 5-star. I think we're just dead. See if we can get 5th out of this one. Just instantly down at 0 health. Good start, good start. There's a fair chunk of stats. We don't really need the gold next turn. Or like buy, sell, double buy type of thing. We'll have 10 gold next turn in that scenario. We have 5 here. We could use this and level. Triple into a 5. Just take the stats. Win the round. $10 gold with 3 health. We shouldn't lose this round. This should be fine. Or if we do, we take like 2 damage. He's on Tavern 1. Wait, how'd you do 9 damage to somebody and you're on Tavern 1? That actually makes no sense at all. How is that even possible? I think something's bugging. I think something's bugging out. You can't be on Tavern 1 and do 9 damage to somebody. He didn't have his buddy last turn. You're not on Tavern 1. This is lies. What is this bullshit? Alright, we're being cheated by the system now, too. What is this bull? This entire game is bullshit, actually. It's out to get us, chat. Bro's going to 5 this turn, too. God damn, we're getting smacked. Leave me be, man. Leave me be. Save me, Weeb. Weeb, keep me alive. This whole game is dumb. Oh, now he's on 4. Impressive. Level from 1 to 4. Look at the top of the screen where it shows the leveling curve. He didn't even level to 2. He was on 1 on Tavern 1, and then he was on 3 on Tavern 6 somehow. And now he's on 4. This is bullshit. Alright, Weeb. Thank you for keeping me alive. I'm going to triple into Vanessa with Reno Hero Power next turn. Trust. That's it. Now, Weeb is actually a great hit. It stabilizes for us for a minute. It's not like we're really playing the game for first place, but like we can maybe get ourselves a position here that could take a third or a second. We have a little bit of time now. Good job, little guy. Been secretly playing into the Weeb. Ay. Let's go, Weeb. Ay. What a game. What garbage. What trash. Oh, look. Turn 7 Alex Strasza. Hits Razor Gore and Drakasith. Hasn't even used Buddy yet. So the Razor Gore is naturally off of his hero power. Strong enough that he's going to go up and take Calicos as well. Alright. At least we put him on damage cap. These are garbage. Razorgore, Glow Scale, Agam. Wish you weren't neutral. Bleh. That one's not bad. How much do I value this buddy? None? Probably none. It was Agam all along. It was Agam all along. Good buddy. OP buddy, even. Nah, this is the old 1-star buddy line back in the day. Way back when I was a youngin'. Old buddy meta. Where we talk about it all the time back then. That anybody that's a 1-star buddy is at least playable because it gives you a triple in a timely manner because it's so cheap to get. That you can just go up, triple into something to take direction in the game, even if it isn't OP, you spike at least at a relevant turn. Ice block. He's actually kind of good. If this is a viable card, then that's a viable card. Ground Shaker. I see. These aren't ice block. These are lies. These are lies. These are bullshit, actually. The weeb stays. I mean, the weeb's undead. You getting rid of a 2020? He's tribal. If our buddy was tribal, somehow, pandas aren't really a tribe right now. But if our buddy was tribal, we keep it over the weeb. But unfortunately, it is not. All right. 4 triples. I'm sure we're fine. Everything's good. We didn't need the ice block. We're basically playing the same game. It's fine. It's no big deal. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. All right. Seen worse? Go like here. That's not there. Remember, we have a secret. Oh. Hey, yeah. Our weeb is OP. Heh, we didn't even get last this game. And we got a ghost. We can go up to get 2 blood gems. What's the point of going up, though? Just because 2 blood gems is good enough? Yeah. Yeah, kinda. Leroy, yeah, like the final card is also a debate. Also, tripling into 6 is still good. Also, yeah. Golden Agam. You are quite optimistic. And there are enough turns in this game to go get Golden Agam from this position. He took 15 from Millhouse, who took 15 the previous turn from the Ashara, who was dealing 15 to everybody. I see. We could try to hold every last blood gem. Probably no reason to hold every blood gem. 1's pretty safe to play, because we're going to get very, very likely 4 blood gems here. And in that process, you got to play 1 of them before you can play anything from the board to the shop to the board. And Golden Agam, sorry for rooting for Mr. Strimmer. Yeah. You're very optimistic if you think that's where this game is. We're going to get Golden Agam next turn. And that Golden Agam is going to turn into a bajillion stats. And we got this. Play 1 more just in case. Just in case of what? That the ghost is stronger than us? Like, that's the only reason to do it. You don't cap out blood gems here in any way. The point being is that we go to 9. Because you need 1 open space to even play anything to board. Otherwise, your first move in the next turn is to use the blood gem. So I might as well use the 1 extra. If the ghost is indeed stronger than us, then you can make an argument. But I don't think the ghost is stronger than us. Because we can get better value off these gems. Easiest top 4 in my life. Oh god, it's a Shara. It's okay. Chad, it's okay. It's okay. This will give us the card from our own board next turn. We got this. Manted. That's not manted. There's a fair chunk of stats. Time to get out of you and you. Play Selfless and Eliza and just be done. Yeah. Thank you for your service, game. Thank you for everything. You guys are awesome. Well played. Look at it glow. We got this. It's gonna be fine. Or Wind Fury with Eliza? Nah. Selfless Hero is a 30-ish damage shield. A shield on a 30 attack minion. Wind Fury is only good if you get 2 attacks off of this. And the upside is that you get an additional 2/1 to 6 minions-ish. 5.5, 6 minions. Shield just outweighs it. And this is like the last turn, right? Hey, we have a chance to be alive. It's possible. Oh yeah, I forgot we have Illidan Hero Power. Whoops. Kind of viewing myself as dead, I probably should have played around Illidan Hero Power though. Go right. This one. Pog. Easy alive. Die, one of you. Nice. We'll take it. 3rd out of this bullshit. Good game, good game. Could have had this proc off of this guy's board. Could have been OP. 1 HP in a dream? I mean, the dream is just dying. It's cool. Like, we're not playing this game. We haven't been playing this game. We haven't had a shot to play this game since, like, turn 4, remember? We just went all in on tempo, said we need to find a way to get a 5th or a 4th. And then we hit the Agam and went, oh yeah, we can kind of play this one towards like a 2nd or 3rd. We'll just go get another Leroy because these stats aren't relevant. Take Hellhound? I won't let you kill yourself, bro. Blizzard won't even let you do that. Another Leroy or bust. Leroy. Leroy. It's not Leroy. Three hits net positive. There's a shot. It's not. Wasn't it? That wasn't it at all. I don't believe her. I'm sure we're fine. He's not actually that big. This guy's got him covered by a landslide. Golden Cali Cali, though. They're just playing a very different game than we're playing, you know? These guys are all over here with their tons of 6 stars, just doing fun things and enjoying life. And we're just sitting over here with our single Agam cycling blood gems, trying not to be dead. But hey, incredibly bad opener turns into positive points as a win in itself. And we smile, nod appreciatively at Bob for keeping us alive that long. Well done, buddy. Thank you. And we go next. Positive points out of that bullshit was a miracle in itself. because it costs 3 health and you don't have 3 health to pay. Oh, so you're like your credit card gets declined? I see. Makes sense, makes sense. They validate first. And then as long as they have an eligible credit line of health that you can put forward, then they'll allow you to purchase. Otherwise, they're going to deny you on the spot. Makes sense. Yeah, that one works. You need Lee and M and Lee as your buddies. Yes, kind of do. I'm pretty happy with that one. I'm pretty happy with the way the last 4 games have gone. This silly one could have been better. Obviously, getting zapped sucked. But considering that we've got a blowout condition Mutinous wins this lobby. This one was a silly first place playing or stealing all of Curator's shit, and that was a very high roll damage control game. Obviously, a very low roll start and a very high roll late. Up is up. Yeah, that's it. We're going to the moon. And by that, I mean we're just going to continue to play for memes whenever we can find them. Beast, Dragon, no demons. Mage. Otherwise, we could play Vandar. Even just Fellbat Vandar memes is pretty funny. Not very good, but pretty funny. Zarella seems mediocre. Buddy's a little bit slow, and on top of that, no elementals is kind of like the best tribe to be in for Zarella. Cards like Celemental, cards like Tavern Tempest generate a lot of value mid-game. Not to mention it slows down the lobby a little bit. Is it ever just Rat King? Rat King because Rat King. If this was Drekthar instead of Vandar, we could play it in this lobby. Ew. I feel like we're playing the same thing we did last game. Which is, yeah, we're probably not going to play this game for first. Nothing quite like that feeling at the beginning of a game. It's the free-to-play complaint right now. That hero choice is so impactful in this meta that you start a lot of games just feeling like, wow, we don't get to play this one. Now, is Rat King completely terrible? No. But he's not a good fit for the meta. He's good at getting decent finishes. The Pigeon Lord, yes, Pigeon Lord totally synergizes with your new hero power. This one feels like the textbook Blizzard lazy development or whatever. The Pigeon Lord made sense with the previous hero power. Then they changed hero power, but they didn't change Rat King's buddy. Now it's just garbage. Your refreshes cost 0 when your tavern doesn't have the minion type of your hero power. So we just kind of periodically get some extra refreshes. But this is the same as Master Win last game, right? We're going to end up getting this triple in the middle of the game at some point. We're going to try to use it to give us a minion that can give us direction in the game. That buddy's OP. All right. Interesting opinion. Pigeon Lord should be tier 0. They should just develop a new buddy for him. A buddy that actually makes Rat King interesting. Instead of one that doesn't really synergize at all with the hero power. Weird that they didn't redesign it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It feels like the classic Blizzard lazy. Not that it's been developed and was a bad choice for the hero. It's just they never put any development time into it. And it's not the developer's fault. You know, like there's a timetable to get things online. It's not one of the most important things to be done. I get it. I do. I get it. Doesn't make me happy about it, but I get it. Leaper? I'm not happy about it, but I understand. Maybe the buddy can let you choose which one to swap into at the beginning of the turn. It doesn't have to be like super impactful. It could be a lot of different things. I had a lot of success with this buddy and Elise. So like, just playing the game super vanilla. Sounds interesting. Sounds fair. It's just a difference. Difference in local meta. The game's just too fast for anything that's a vanilla gameplay strategy. Yeah, we'll just play the game vanilla. Just get Elise. We'll get a couple extra rerolls sometimes, and we'll just somehow make that work. Step 1, get Elise. Step 2, somehow dodge all high rollers. Step 3, profit off of a couple triples. Does synergize with it, but you got to like win the game before that point to make use of it. Plus, you're keeping a neutral minion on the board and able to do it. Sounds terrible. All right, Rafam. So step 1, buy Patient Scout. Step 2, not find triple on Patient Scout. Step 3, die. Yes, good. Good. This sounds like a Boper strat. It's right here. Classic. Give Rafam good minion? Yeah, probably. Lead Leaper, I suppose. You're really tripling. That's kind of gross. No guarantee we're holding these for very long, right? We're just picking them up because they're efficient gold. We're already weak for the turns. Not a lot we're going to do to fix that. This little fucker tripled into a 3. Just, you know, thought I'd bring that up real quick. I hope you know that you tripled into a 3. We actually do tie this because this 3 is a bronze board and we have a bunch of 1/1s on the board. All right, cool. All right. Crazier shit has happened, I suppose. We could take Death Swarmer just for the R effect for undead in the future. We could sell Gambler and take the second Risen Rider. We could sell Gambler and take the Refiner and have, like, you know, Risen Rider on the board. Try to milk for gold. Feels a bit late to be caring about this, though. So I think we just take the Risen Rider. Because good minion. We use hero power. And then we make an argument whether we want this pair or not. We're at 4 and 3 next turn. If we do not make use of don't use the Gambler, we open up the opportunity going to 4 and buying something, especially if we could find the Patient Scout. Obviously, it's a big deal. We want. You want. We is generous. You want. But yeah. I think it's pretty okay. I think it's an okay debate between the two of them. I think I'd rather have the gold and go to 4 next turn. Is this mutinous? Ooh, it is mutinous. Finley mutinous, huh? Let's see. Alright, so we got the tie. We're getting really good combat RNG. I played this buddy with Elise and Buddy. It worked pretty well. That's what I'm saying, though. There's got to be a local MMR difference. Because you're playing the game literally vanilla. Love to do it. We still haven't gotten a single free reroll off of it. This is the reroll, right? This turn. First reroll off of it. Do we like any of these minions? Hydra early in game. But it's pretty tough to buff Hydra in this one. Sadly, wasn't your lobby? Yeah, I'm just saying it seems like it's a bit small value to be considered a viable line. All right, so I'm not buying any of these over just hero powering. Buddy paid for itself. Yeah, I mean, opportunity cost, right? Elise! Get rerolls. Do it. Make it work. Bro, we gon' die. Fuck it. Fuck it, chat. I hear you. I do. It's good with Elise. I hear you. Why am I bored so bad, though? We want this to work. No. Pass. Boo. Alright. 13's not ideal. I was going to evolve it. Now I'm not. Alright. I have seen worse cards. Could have evolved the handless if we were never going to buy it. But we do buy it if we get the right 6. Okay. Time for you to go to. Time to go. We got this shit. It's coming home, Chad. Alright. It's coming home. No! Instigators, bro. Instigators. You're giving a warning. Doesn't heed warning. Oh, go somewhere else. You can go somewhere else. Silly person. Not worth my time and effort in life. Alright, well, we got one turn to figure out how the fuck we get back from this point. That's not it. Drakaseth was nasty here, right? Because of triples. These are going to save us. These are going to save us. Oh my god, these taverns suck. Win free reroll happening. Oh god. You just saved a gold boper. Yep, that's going to keep us alive. Trust me, it's going to be fine. We're totally playing this video game right now. It's a reroll. We got it. Jesus Christ. What exactly can we do from this board state? Oh my god. They're just all vanilla tutus. Okie dokie, Bob. I see. So just like fucking die is the answer, right? It just die? You're popping off. It just doesn't do anything relevant in the game. That's the problem. These kind of things, in theory, they seem good, and in practice, they don't affect the game in any tangible way. Mm-hmm. Nice. Not dead yet. Not dead yet. Gotta outlast somebody. We gotta play toward like Titus, because like Brand's not gonna get us there. We don't have enough buffable cards. We have to get ourselves something that gets immediately strong. Take the pirate. Free reroll. Too bad. Could have found you last turn. Nah. Okay. Double Mackerel could be worse. This is what we need, is cards like this. Thanks, buddy. Pulling ourselves out of the pit. Pulling ourselves out of the pit. Can't play Buster Line without Busters? Yeah, I mean, like, we can't level. We're just dying. We need to find our way back into this one. The 5s are our direction back into this one. Obviously, we have to take the small value when available, because that's all we're going to get. But we'll take it. Missed a free reroll? Maybe, if we're going to use the gold instead of use the hero power? Or use a minion? Could be. Relevant? Probably not. But maybe. Can't 100% say from our position that we were in. Go back in the VOD and look. Good save, good save, good save. You're getting gambler free and reroll? Yeah. Okay. As always, don't care. These are the scenarios that have absolutely zero tangible impact on the game. Going forward, no way for me to know any way at all whether or not what you're saying is true. Cool, doesn't matter. Reborn Bird, does nothing at all. Titus Reborn Parrot, wasn't that okay with Leroy, just better? What? You're gonna Reborn Bird and not play 2 Leroys so that you can get potentially a couple hits off of Boombox? It wasn't relevant in the end? No, the conversation's not relevant because, like, I literally have zero tangible impact that I can add to the scenario. If there was a reroll that we could take without costing any gold, then sure, do it. But, like, I didn't see it. If I overlooked it, cool. Obviously made a mistake. If not, doesn't matter. Because it doesn't affect the game going forward, so I don't dedicate any time to talking about it. But obviously when people start harping on it, then you got to address it in the chat. Otherwise you end up with scenarios where people are just non-stop complaining. Go! Do the thing! But yeah, the Leroys are only really way back into this game. But we take our 8th and turn it into something playable. Feels good, man. Why you no want? Why you no want? But most of the time, And there's a huge portion of the time when you end up in these kind of scenarios, when you're talking about something like that. We'll wait until the song goes. Where whatever the person's saying in chat, it can be true, but you aren't considering something else that happened in the turn in terms of hedging towards something A, B, or C. And in order to explain why you do A versus B, you have to be able to go back and be like, okay, well, we did this, we looked at this information, we hedged toward this first, then we do this at the end. Are there times where, sure, we could have taken a roll somewhere, and there was absolutely no reason not to take the roll, sure. But like talking about those kind of scenarios without having the board up, it's impossible to illustrate whether or not it's right or wrong in any given scenario. I wasn't bullying or anything. I was just wondering if there was a reason that I didn't see. Once again, can't explain it unless there's the board in front of me to talk about it, right? Because everyone's going to remember slightly different versions of what existed in the shop, what we chose to do as the first, second, third, fourth, fifth action on that board. Sure, we can go back, we can VOD review and be like, okay, yeah, there was no reason not to take this gold here. But there's absolutely no point to dive down into that conversation because it's not helping you and it obviously doesn't affect the rest of the game. So we just kind of drop it. But it's really hard to communicate that to people. Good dogs. Yo, Unparallel. Thank you so much for the 11 months. Like if it doesn't affect anything moving forward and there's no way to illustrate the point, you just have to let people go on those scenarios because whether they're right or they're wrong, you can't add any more information that says one way or the other. Without going back and like actually going back to the board state and getting everybody on the exact same page for a discussion. All right, so we can actually play Togwaggle on this one. Arfus. It's a Togwaggle lobby. This is 100% a Togwaggle game. But Arfus. Please don't take anything I say as backseating. It is backseating. Backseating is literally a... Oh my god, what happened here? Eddie? It is backseating. It's literally backseating. Like, saying don't take something as backseating, if you're saying to do a different line, it is literally the definition of backseating. Do I take it as a personal attack? No. Do I take it as something negative? No. I don't mind people backseating, but it is difficult to communicate a situation or talk about why you do something when it's way after the fact, right? When we're talking 5 minutes in the past. Because if I asked you right now, what was the exact sequence of things that we did on that turn where we missed a reroll? And I surveyed 10 people in chat. What was the actions that we did? We would get 10 different answers because people just don't remember the exact setup. What were the minions on the board? What did we cycle through? What did we do? Blah, 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 blah. It just loses all the value of the discussion if you don't have that information in front of you. I don't know. I didn't tell you what line to take. Okay, then you weren't backseating. Well, trust me on this one. For if anybody is worried about like Beaufort's gonna be mad at me, I have no idea which person said anything in that last discussion. I don't read names 90% of the time when I'm talking to somebody. It doesn't bother me one little bit when people make those statements. Not one little bit is it upset, like going to draw like, oh my god, I'm never talking to CC3HMF ever again because of that one statement made there. No. It's the discussion that can't be held. Like I said, backseating's cool. It's not a big deal. People like to make comments like that, but we have to be able to say, yeah, just fuck it. We can't really do anything about the scenario. We got to move on. We are collectively chat. Exactly. Because if it's talking about one specific thing for one specific person, then yeah, you tend to remember that kind of stuff. On the other hand, when it is just a concept, it's just talking about the concept. Thanks, I hate it. I really, 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 really don't like leveling as Lich King. Lich Baz 4-on-3 isn't happening apparently. Otherwise we might have leveled. This isn't bad. Can consider leveling here if he goes, but it doesn't look like he is. So it's not hemorrhage 9 health here. Try to go to 3-on-3. Cool. Cool. So Reborn Parrot was 56 damage and it changed to 84 damage to the guy and the guy Leroy and Divine Shield, and I think it's to have those picks. I have no idea what you're trying to say. Hence the discussion. You're trying to put random bullshit damage into a bunch of minions instead of having relevant one-for-one trades. Pass. Bigger number doesn't make better play. In fact, hard throw is what that scenario is if you're picking up Reborn Parrot for bird plus single bomb. You gotta hope that all of those little bombs are killing things on the board on a big stat board. Otherwise, you're just doing sprinkle in damage and then letting the minions attack anyway. Was too coherent and a thought out speed, or too coherent. I mean, read it 4 times so too coherent works. Too coherent and thought out to be a political speech. Yeah, it's just it's a difference between arguing and getting to the correct answer, or getting to the reason or whatever. It's just not important to me to be right in the discussion. It's just which is the play we should have done and what was the logic for it. Gross. He went to 3, guys. He went to fucking 3. Like, we should be greeting this turn. Unfortunate though. This is a Millhouse, a tavern tier above us. He has spent 4 extra gold in this game to be in that position, plus the leveling cost. This board's trash. We just, happen to get bad hits. Labors. Unironically leapers? Absolutely no reason for anybody to ever worry about that kind of stuff. If you aren't being deliberately inciting, then I've banned 20 people in a year. Trust me, it's not going to be taken personally. People that, are obviously instigating. I don't have time for you. No time in my day for that kind of person. It's not fun to interact with. And at the end of the day, I stream for fun. If the Leaper hits the Artifice, then the Reborn, I assume it would increase attack by 7 instead of 6. Death Rattle should trigger before the Reborn. Correct. I would assume so as well. Can't say I've ever seen it. So let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. Thanks, Bob. Yo, Nabarska. Thank you so much for the Prime sub, dude. 9, thank you for the 100 bits. Z-Nips, Unparalleled, Dagon, Daniel, Popoloaf, Drew Poo. Just make sure I get everybody recently. Appreciate the love, guys. All right. These are fine. These are good cards. We're getting good things. Life is a little better now. I guess we actually want this too. We're going to stay down. All right. Just be believers. Just believe. So there is a real chance that we don't have enough open board spaces for Sururath to respawn here. The argument for that is that if only Leapfrogger is dead, he goes first and hits Leapfrogger, this guy will Reborn or Death Rattle first and only Reborn once. In all other scenarios, your opponent is going to lead with something that does 4 or 5 damage at the very least at this point in the game, right? If he hits here, we're better off having this in this position. So yeah, I think I'm just going to keep it there. Because if we can get that taunt up before the bird buddy dies, then we win the round. You can also make an argument for leading Selfless Hero, but same kind of problem. If you shield the Sewer Rat, you end up going negative. He gets the one shot here to get bird buddy. Selfless hero. So mean. But great hits afterwards. Let's go! Pog. That's pretty good. I mean, it's as good as that gonna get, right? Like, barely. There was a chance there to win that one. But that is casually a mid-game 1542 on turn 6. Not something you typically are beating. I like how amusingly if we took Kel'Thuzad last turn, or Kel'Thuzad. Mali, whatever his name is. Could have taken 2 gold. Do we like shield? Better than Tabby? Probably. This kind of changes things. Leapers. What the fuck? I'm just gonna reborn the bird buddy. I'm just gonna lead this shit, reborn bird buddy, and make it so you can't snipe it. With the amount of stats that we have on the board. Baron incoming? We're gonna be leapers! Alright, we kinda have to, right? We kinda have to meme this shit up. If somebody dies, we probably should just level. Because there's a fair chance that we get a ghost in the middle of this game, and Fell Stomper is just such a ridiculous card on this board. On the other hand, Leapers. And Leapers great. Golden into Baron, it's an easy game. Yeah, just do that. And then proceed to lose to an average buddy board. Oh my god, look at this guy's high roll. Yeah, Leapers ain't beating this, guys. There ain't a snowball's chance in hell. We're fucked. Leapers may be our best line still, but like, holy shit. What? Okay. Good for you. Millhouse buddy. Double Nomi. Turn 7. Okie dokie then. Good for that guy. Hope he has a wonderful day. That's not Baron. This game's bullshit. One more gold, we'd probably consider the balls. None of these are Baron? I know. Also, aren't even good cards to play for the second hero power next turn. Alright, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna shield you, I'm gonna hide you, we're just gonna try to reborn our leapers. Wait, none of these are Baron. He can just die next turn though, TBH. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You could just get nothing. It's very possible. Like, you can sometimes just dead roll as Millhouse. I would love to be in this position, considering that you're just cycling cards with your buddy. You aren't really pushing the roll button anymore. And you're like one card away from, not infinite, but like pseudo-infinite. That's a pretty good board. Selfless Shield's Leaper. Yeah, it could happen. It's not like Leaper is our most important card on this board by any means. It's just leaping, you know? It's a couple little buffs. Most important card to keep alive is the Bird Buddy. Because Bird Buddy Rat Pack needs to carry us home. Unfortunately, it wasn't. Then again, Arthas is still here. Arthas is good. Nice. Not as nice. Nice. Not as nice. One off. Oh, we really needed the bird fight to live. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. How much did you do? He already hit somebody for 12. I think he hit. All right, Arthas. This better be Baron. We're counting on you. We were counting on you. Beasts, Quillbore, Death Rattle. I don't think we could have the time to transition out of beasts. I think this is the nail in the coffin moment. We're gonna have to get a ghost. It's either that or we have to triple somehow. I mean, we're just dead, right? But uh-huh. We're at 18. Crazier shit's happened. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We're gonna need that crazier shit to happen. So far this meta, if you're playing the game fair, you're not playing the meta. Right now, that line that we were given seems way too fair to play this game. Close one, he has our Baron. I mean, even if we have Baron, we aren't good. Yeah, we might have been able to survive, but like it's just not there. It's nowhere even close to there. He's 2 Tavern tiers up on us with like 5 times our resources. Ah, heroes like Lich King do not facilitate economy. The last 3 games have all been just straight up damage control games, right? But we had Arthas. Yeah, we had no Reborn Arthas. But 'tis what it is. If you aren't playing heroes that facilitate getting first, you should play full tempo. It's kind of what we've had to do as of the last couple games. Damage control as best as possible, get another good hero, and go get your easy first. Tier 5 discoveries are just bad. Which 5 stars do you think would have kept us alive in that game? Which ones keep us alive? Like, even if we had double Baron, we still die on that turn. We still die. We have Golden Rat, or Golden Leapfrogger, 1 Sewer Rat, 1 Rat Pack, 2 Barons. Nah. Still lose. It's just the kind of the idea that like anything that's like a pseudo greedy line in those scenarios is just leaving yourself more open to die quickly because you're never going to be competitive with those boards anyway. We have a Millhouse that's popping off. We have the Master Win, or not Master Win, the fuck is his name? Murloc Holmes. Mama Bear? Or too weak? Way too weak. Think about how many stats that is. You got to take a spot on your board to have a Mama Bear. And that's somehow going to make up the 120 we were short on that final board. That's fine. Just summon approximately like 2 or 24 beasts with Mama Bear on the board. That'd be fine. Be it. Buff DTC? It is a buff DTC. All the armor in the world. But is it not just Tess? It's still just Tess, right? Tess just good? Yeah, Tess just good. 20 armor? Yeah, they basically said, yeah, we realized that by moving all of the buddies up a tavern tier, ETC is not a playable hero. In recompense, let's give him all the armor. And it's more fun. I think they're both pretty fun, to be honest. I think they're both interesting heroes, especially in this meta. They want ETC players to be aggro or aggressive and take level 3 and 4 buddies. I mean, that's your way of approaching it. Armor doesn't mean you power level by any means. Those shouldn't be correlated. I agree for what it's worth. I agree that's the correct way to play UTC, but I don't think that them giving him more armor is just like, oh, this is the intended route to play the hero. Remove some buddies as well. True. No more Lord Barov. No more Lich Baz. What was the third one? Someone will remember. I am not hero powering for Tavern Tipper. George, thank you. As good as double Tavern Tipper opener is, it's only good if you tip. So using the hero power just means we don't tip and we buy 2 Tavern Tippers. And sure, in the future we can get double scaling. Woohoo! But how many turns of double scaling does it take to make up for the fact that we're getting single scaling? On top of that, you lose the round. And by losing the round, you make it so you can't aggressively take your buddy if you get a broken hero. Now, all that being said, our heroes kind of suck against us this game. So. Ooh. We don't want Jandis, buddy. We don't want Jailer, buddy. We don't want Murloc Holmes, buddy. This is good. Bad. Good. Here's Double Tipper. Double Tipper, Double Puppy. Could be decent. I don't think we really care that much about Double Puppy. Bi-level tip next turn. Buddy goes to 8 most of the time. Then the following turn, it goes to 6. Sometimes 5. If we have the gold from the Alley Cat, we'll be significantly more likely to be able to play into this without hampering what we can do. We don't rely on ourselves winning this next round. Over tipping 33%. What a great tipper. Good tips, good tips. All right, cool. Delay the squirrel a little bit. Chinvala. I see. All right, well, we're going to sit still anyway. I gotta pee. Be right back. Mute. $6 gold. Not great, huh? Last round was too hard for us. But this is a good hit. So time for us to push our buddy button. Get ourselves a Toki next turn. Feels good, man. Can someone explain the tipping to me in culture doesn't do that? Tipping? Paying extra money for a service. Why pay extra money? Good question. Chin had a tipper. Yeah, it doesn't matter. A good lookout. We never take that next turn, right? Nah. I don't think we ever take it. Suppose we're only freezing a 2-star board. We'll see what happens on this next combat. Freezing. What am I saying? I should unfreeze. Coming back from the bathroom. Disoriented as fuck. Don't freeze, buffer. You either push the button or you don't push the button. And obviously we're not selling the alley cat for the button. It was a hard pee, guys. Not like it matters, because like, sure, we could get a tipper or something on this board. Next turn, that makes it a little more interesting. It was a hard pee. Hard day. Those are decent minions. Interesting. We gonna steal? What do you want to steal? They are good minions. They're just not playable minions. So it's not happening, right? So we're just going to take the gold from the board? Tip again. Go up and use this to discover into 5 and or 6. We got something happening here with the Jandis. I'm not sure what he's doing, staying on Tavern 2 like this. Perfect round to get your buddy. Yeah, I mean, getting Test Buddy or Toki Buddy is a little early in the game because like we don't want to redeem it for a 4-star. But it is better than 90% of the buddies, or pretty much everybody other than probably Rokara at the state of the game, to just get it and bank it for later. So we're not going to, you know, triple into Tipper. We're not going to freeze that board. We're not going to take any of the minions that we had before. The best thing that we can hit is Economy on Tavern 2. You got this. You don't got this, dude. Tabby Cat, it was your time to shine. Seen it in my games too, a Tavern 2 Jandis. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it before, to be honest. Not sure what's going on over here. That doesn't seem good at all. Man, I'm tempted to just sit. Sit and stay. Just tank an L. We're at 42. We can discover a 6 next turn. We get a free Rokara buddy. No real reason to cycle through. We could, like, you know, sell off one of these guys, take Leaper, sell off the other one, put Jandis down. It's a little bit of power upgrade, so we take less damage, but we lose a gold in the process. Nope. Yeah, now we definitely gonna do that. Now is time to take our triple. Now is the time. Good part of early Toki Buddies, you also have a chance to convert it into gold random 6-drop when you level 3 and you can get 6/4 in turn. Yeah, but like, you're relying on like finding a card that you don't have and spend no boards on Tavern 3. Like, yeah, sure, 5% of the time what you're saying is true, but like, it's not a reason that you play into it. Sure, theoretically, there's ways of getting extra value. I enjoy how the correct way to round 41 HP is to not say 40, but to say 42, which of course the right answer to most questions. Question mark? Push the button. We want the 2 stars on this guy's board. You really want Alley Cat? I mean, if we had this Alley Cat in hand, we could potentially take the other triple, but we want 6s, right? Six is way better. Nah, that wasn't the hit, bro. Good hustle, though. Just clear everything except for Ice Snarl. It's cool. You did your best. Besides Ice Snarl. Not Ice Snarl. Good. Good little droplet. At least somebody listens. It's for the Fort Bat. It's for the Fort Bat, dude. We got this shit. Double Ice Snarl. Let's go. Would rather discover first than play the tipper first. Interesting. Not my favorite cards. Man, we have a lot of time to high roll. I really don't want to hold a Seafood Slinger. But we have a lot of time to hit. Get him, Ice Snarl. Get him, buddy. Nice techno beats. That song goes hard compared to the average on the playlist. All right. So we leveled to 4 last turn, then he tripled into a 5 this turn. It appears. He has his buddy. Probably should consider bumping. Can we have that all buddy Theatar comp? Yes. Yes, we can. All buddies all day. Is Toki Buddy a mech? It is. But like, I don't really care a little bit about this buff versus a different buff if it's going to cost us stats on the board now. That's not a major consideration. A partial, small consideration, sure. A little bit. But not something that I'm going to freak out about. Like, neither of them are likely to be, like, super, super impactful. Just scam them, bro. Just scam them. This is one on the playlist you made or one off of Spotify? Combination, I'm sure. It's not like I started from absolute vanilla, but I've been changing it for the better part of a few years. All right. See this first. Gold-wise. Ooh. All right. I want the gold back out of this more than anything. Just have a poison on the board for now. Could also potentially play this if we wanted to. Health-wise, it's not much of a difference, but... There you are. There's my buddy. How you doing? I'm not selling Tipper this turn, so I'm just going to do this. Play you. I don't think I'm tipping, so I'm just going to hold the stats for next turn. Nice. Not bad, not bad. Bye-bye Tipper. I just don't think it's worth to sell the big minion just to get an extra 4/4 buff on the little guys for the turn. Gold efficiency-wise, it's not worthwhile. Good snipe on the little guy. That's kind of cool. These are really good hits. We killed the squirrel! Oh shit. Guys, we high rolling. We've won 2 combats. We're not supposed to be winning. You know what they say? You should always let the test live, right? I'm pretty sure that's what they say. Always let the test live. Look at our little buddy over here. Dog's getting big? Hell yeah, he is. Look at him, he's huge. Rokara, buddy, let's go! Let's do it! Alright, what's he got on the board? Nothing I really care about, right? We can take microbots. With the last gold, we can consider microbots. Okay, maybe we'll take microbots. Golden squirrel. I mean, once we get into this scenario, we might as well take it. It's cheap for discovery. I should have played this through, actually. Because that doesn't commit the gold here. Mecha Jiraxis. Well, that's annoying. What I actually wanted was one turn with the squirrel on the board. Wasn't a mistake, chat. It was wanting to give the opportunity to the squirrel to be able to play one round. Yeah, sure. Totally makes sense. But I don't want to waste gold from this position, right? I'm not going to commit a lease. It's not like we get the free reroll on the end of the turn or anything. That's not a thing. So we just sit still for one. Put our shit on the board. We got Golden Theato off of him and Golden Ice Snarl. I think we're winning this lobby. Weird. All those games that we talk about not having the same opportunity as opponents, and then you get a game where you have way more opportunity than your opponents. And you just get a shrug, you know? Nice bomb. Was OP. Who fed Tess? Yeah, right. We also wonderfully scam some people to not be 20-ish health right now, instead being 30 health. Yeah, I'll keep you. Almost always have a lease on this board by this point. So I'm just going to do it. Every other thing is neutral. Okay. This counts as a refresh, though. The annoying part is if we get another Theatar here. Oh no, it's too good! Another Theatar! Another puppy. Only puppies comp. We probably should consider just getting out of Buddy next turn. Just get only puppies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's bad against like everybody. But whatever. Do we read him as strong? Yeah, kinda. Then we should play around it. Play the Mantid. We're just gonna get out of Hunter of Old. And just have a permanent Mantid on the board. 4 triples Chinvala. Always scary. Not strong yet, though. We gotta put him a little bit low. He gonna be a moon boy. 3 triples on 6. Not 4 triples. 3 triples. He has 2 neutrals on his board we can consider. Especially if we have like 6 gold remaining at the end of the turn. But wait, I want them. You know what? Screw it. One more turn. Yeah, we probably should freeze that too, honestly. One more turn. Buy Manted? Why would you sell anything? You guys get a little punch drunk, a little slap happy over here. Like you gotta sell something to play your neutral minions through instead of keeping the Manted. Manted pretty good. Is good card. Let's keep Manted. We'll just keep it for one more turn. Then we'll sell the Hunter Vault. It's a greedy grind set. Yeah, making mistakes. It's not even greedy, it's just bad. It's both lower tempo now and lower value for later. Manted's a lot better value than a couple 4 for us at this point in the game. The make number bigger line. As it's calling you. Is this the fabled turn 13 Nomi switch? Yes. We're picking up every last elemental and we're going to make a board full of 2020s next turn. We got this shit. Hunter Roll got you a golden puppy, deserves a stay. He's got a really nice mustache. It's kind of fair. Both of you freezing for elementals? Yes. Yes. Next turn, we're doing a Nomi swap. We got this shit. We're totally going to have enough time to catch up to Chinvala's elementals. Pet the damn ice snarl. Look how cute. Naw. Scratch that tail. Oh, shit. He not big yet. Maybe later. Keep growing, Ice Snarl. You got this. We don't get any attack on the Ice Snarl because we're not Rokara. But the health scaling's all we really need. I just realized I'm in this lobby trying to live out my silly bomber dreams. It happens. MMR is weird. Alright. Time for you to go, buddy. You did great. We can take Baron, we can take Ghoul, we can take Golden Monkey from his board. It's kind of cool. Got 90 seconds. I think we'll look here first. You need to roll normally first to get the Golden Monkey. Then we can get out of you. Amusingly, we can get a pair on a Golden Monkey too. We got to be able to take this up front. Suppose we could do this first, just in case. Oh, we probably should have taken that instead of the stats on the little taunt. Whoops. And this has got to go through. And then we can do this. Into this. Just to take the extra 1/1. Oh boy, worth. Another Theo. Eventually useful. Maybe. Probably not. Put the horse on the board. Go in. Do we read Ghoul's necessary here? Maybe. Only one shield, and we can play the second position Ghoul. Okay. It was not. It was not at all it needed. He's got himself a Magma Lock. We got a Nomi on the board. Could take a Golden Magma Lock. Obviously, that's not going to happen at this point in the game. There was a time and a place where that would have been a playable card. Dude, this puppy is huge. Oversold 2 Nomis right as I entered stream. Deliberately because you entered stream. I wanted to make you as uncomfortable as possible when you got here. No. Aww. I just wanted to get this Discover. But we didn't find any Murlocs. Otherwise, I just leveled a 6. Because the upside of Mantid is really... We just want one more Mantid. Is really what we want on this board. And a Leroy or something. We got a lot of triples still to play into. Oh well. I'm not going to try to hold this for a whole nother turn. So I'll just pick up the extra pair. I guess we could have considered that. I could have cycled Fell Stomper instead of Baran. If we view this guy as trivial, which we should, then we could try to play for the extra Theatar before we cycle the neutral. Very, 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 very small optimizations. If we get a 6th Theatar, we could get an additional 2/2 off of that Bran instead. Just lose real quick and then you can get 10 extra gold. True. Maybe we could take like 6 damage here. Leave a 1-star alive. That's the dream. World's first bumping dino is what it is. Omega Busters. You're getting close to a final comp here. Need some Kangors. Unfortunately, didn't show up for work. Classic Kangors. I like how the puppy's just casually getting like an extra 20 health per combat. That's a big puppy. There's the Murgle. We're just going to settle for any Murgle, probably. Okay. I'd rather have Mantid, but, you know, whatever. Do I pick up every neutral still at this stage of the game? Do we just try to beat him on stats? Beat him down with big stats. All big stats. Fuck it. Just all big stats. And I'm gonna at least get the Murloc before I full commit to that. Thank you. Get the Murloc, he says. This guy's got jokes. This is bullshit. There was a tribeless Murloc? If only there were tribeless Murlocs for us. It would have been OP. Matrade. Matrade times 2. Madge, dude. He lives. Now he just needs like Ghoul or whatever. I mean, Ghoul's not enough to do it by itself. We just got to fix our little shits. Nah. Okie dokie then. That Ice Snarl cute as fuck. Look at him. Look at that 309 health Ice Snarl. Song's dope. Song's called Exhausted Divinity by Nikki9. Nike9? N-I-K-Y. I don't know. Nikki9. I still deserve the Reborn Mage. True, but we could just put another poison on the board, which would probably be pretty good, believe it or not, against giant elementals. I think I'd rather just, play to win than to make Reborn 10-1 coming back. Be nice for the tiebreak. I mean, this is probably the better play because of the tiebreak potential against elementals. Just have the 1/1s on the board at the end. Oh, he got the cleaves. It's kind of what he needs to get in this scenario because of all of our little minions. Like that. It's huge. Go left. Nice. 2 out of 3 to tie there. No. No. Oh, Tess. Doing Tess things twice today. We got to be a better version of Curator, and we got to be a better version of Rokara. Silly, imbalanced meta. Ice Snarl with a winning blow. What a baller. But it's just the same thing, right? Echoed over and over and over and over again. This meta is not fair. The heroes do not have the same opportunity. When you are playing the game and you aren't playing busted heroes, you're really not playing the game for first place in the majority of lobbies because somebody's going to play something busted.